What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the very first episode of how to make money online, but for real. This is a very special day. This will go down in the history books, I'm sure. Bear with me right now. We are on Paint to introduce the first episode, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The production's a little bit janky right now. I'm sure my mic also doesn't sound the greatest, and I'd like to get a webcam at some point so that you guys could see my extremely handsome face back at home, but you're gonna have to sit tight for now. So this is the first episode of the series, obviously. I've been doing some research around trying to, find good methods of things we could do. The biggest thing that I've found that's kind of going viral right now is the Roblox rants.
Staring into the abyss like an
So here's some examples. I've already watched part of this to kind of just get an idea of what we're going to be doing. These are a little bit outdated, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit late to the party. You can see a lot of these were going big like 2 months ago, a month ago, 3 months ago, but we're gonna try it out to the best of our ability and kind of see what we can get working here. The amount of views these things though are farming, like Roblox, is so crazy. Look at some of these numbers: 27 mil, 39 mil. These are just normal shorts, less of the rant stuff, but 56 mil, 23 mil, like these numbers are insane. I saw one earlier with like 280 million views on a short. Before we get started, I do want to be completely transparent. I did start this project actually around 3 days ago on my own, but really I've gotten nowhere. But I'm gonna get you guys caught up on kind of what's going on. So this is the channel, Blocks Labs 2025. And this is what we got going on here. I'll explain these reels and the process of them all in a second. But to start from square one, like the absolute base of how I started the channel, I really, like I said, just wanted to replicate kind of the rant style video. This content definitely caters more towards kind of children or young teenagers, I guess probably ages 8 to 13, something like that. There's a lot of brain rot and just stupid shit that's in these, and it's kind of painstaking to to make the content, but hey, we're gonna try it out. So back to what I was saying, the base channel, I kind of wanted to model this off of these rant videos. So what I did was, first of all, warning to people watching back at home, there is going to be a lot of AI in this method specifically. It just saves a lot of time, and the audience that we're catering to, they don't really care about the stuff in the background. They really just care about these brain rot videos that you pump out for them. So for the name, I used AI. For the banner, I used AI. Profile picture, everything like that. It's really just as simple as I went over to ChatGPT, and I just said, generate me a Roblox Shorts YouTube channel name. This simple. It will give you a bunch of little ones. Mine might even be in here. I know this seems crazy to actually go on ChatGPT and show the process, but like I said in the intro, I want this to really go through every single step. I don't want people to be lost along the way. I want someone with no tech knowledge and people who can use a quantum computer to be able to watch these videos and follow along if they want to try it out themselves or just see how I'm going on my method. Here's all your names. I did the same thing with blah blah blah, generate me a picture. You get the idea. It generated me a picture and a banner. I put it all together and you got Blocks Labs. So this is where we're at right now. We got our 3 shorts down here, and before I actually show how I made the shorts and everything like that, I just want to I'm gonna put this guy's video in the description below. Kind of gives you the sauce on how to do it. I'm using this as a blueprint and I'm tweaking it slightly to how I like it and how I think it'll do better. But yeah, I'm gonna link this dude's video in the description, and you guys can check it out for yourselves if you want. Back to Blocks Club. I'm just gonna show you guys the first ever short that I made. It's pretty shitty, but here you go. You check it out.
Bro, why did show and tell feel more stressful than tests? Like the second the teacher said, "Your turn is next," my whole soul started buffering. So everyone's pulling out normal kid stuff. Tiny cars, plushies, sparkly pencils, and I walk in with a random spoon I grabbed off the counter like, "This is my, emotional support utensil?" I'm already questioning my life choices. Then some kid stands up and pulls out a whole live turtle. Bro, the class acted like he just summoned a legendary Pokemon. Meanwhile, I'm holding my spoon like it's a side quest item. Teacher goes, "Anything special about it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it scoops." Show and tell humbled me before adulthood even got the chance. Bro. What?
So you could definitely see what I mean by this shit is really just annoying and brain rot to make, but gotta do what you gotta do. So how I made this video step by step. The background is just Roblox obby gameplay. I literally searched up Roblox obby copyright free. These are all gameplays and stuff that will just be this guy Dope Gameplays. He posts a lot of them. It's just him jumping around and playing the game. You could use these free of copyright for your channel and your shorts, and it's a good resource to have. So that's the background. Then we go on to the music in the background. So for the sound, what I did honestly was just kind of scroll some TikTok and find some sounds from some other rant videos. This is honestly all I've came up with so far. If anyone else would like to help me out, put me on some sauce, man, because these are running thin already. Now, for the words, the script, what the person's actually saying. In that dude's video that I mentioned, I was going to link in the description, he has this in here. It's basically a ChatGPT prompt. You'll put it into ChatGPT, and it'll make you a viral YouTube Shorts brain rot style script. It'll make it just like this. It'll have everything in here, and you know, it's pretty straightforward. You just copy and paste this in. This is the idea / title prompt, and then he's got a script prompt as well. So now you've got your video, you've got your script, you've got your sound. Really all you need to do is edit it together and use subtitles to get the subtitles on screen, you know, with the emojis and everything like that. So for this, most people would be using CapCut. I am a cheap bastard, so I found a way to do it completely for free. So this is DaVinci Resolve. It's a free software. There's a paid version as well, but I use the free one. It has basically everything you'd ever need and more. And this is what I use to make these shorts rather than CapCut, which is like $20 a month or something like that. This is 0 schmeckles per month, guys. It's a great deal. So I showed you how to make this first one, just to kind of recap, so we're all on the same page here.
Why did getting a haircut feel
This
like
is the other one I made. I'm not going to show you the entire thing. You get the script. It's kind of just the same rant style, obby style stuff like I said from before. As I said, I did start this project around 3 days ago, and these first two shorts, I kind of just made them blind. I didn't know what was going on, and that's why they have 5 and 8 views. So I did a little bit more research, and I came across this video. Shout out to this dude. I'm going to link his video down below as well. He essentially just kind of helps you set up and optimize your YouTube channel for shorts or long form content. So here you could see I did that, and here we go. We get our first short, which is actually doing something and not stuck in the 0 view jail. I also made a little thumbnail for this with ChatGPT. I'll show you how to do that later. But again, here's the second one, and here is the third one. All kind of the same idea. You can see this one's got 17 likes, and I gained my first subscriber. Shout out to whoever you are, gang. I'm out here grinding, praying for 1,000 soon. But yeah, now on to how to actually make these reels, and I'm going to show you the whole process rather than just talking about it. I'm actually going to do it. So DaVinci Resolve, as I said, it's really all you need. I already have a script written up here from ChatGPT. I just plugged in the thing from that one video, and this is what it gave me here. So it's about Dress to Impress. If you don't know, it's like a dress-up game in Roblox. It was really popular. Here it gives you, you know, the actual words for the script, and it even includes some sound cues, which is really helpful when you're trying to add sound effects and things like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy and paste this, And the voiceovers that you hear in these videos are actually from 11 Labs. 11 Labs is an AI text-to-speech generator. I'm going to log in real quick and I'm going to show you how it works. So here is 11 Labs. We're in. It's going to just make you sign in stuff. After that, it's going to run you through some little thing, and then you're going to appear here. You're going to head over to text-to-speech under the playground, and you're going to paste this script in. You have 10,000 credits when you first start off. They get used up as you go. This, unfortunately, is paid once you run out of the credits. I think this resets monthly, and if you're uploading daily, which I'm trying to do, you're not going to be able to get away with just doing it for free. It says it costs 1,000 credits here, based on, you know, the length of basically based on how many resources it uses for 11 Labs. But it's only $5 a month. It's not too bad, and honestly, it's worth it for what it gives. I'm going to remove everything that's in parentheses, just so it doesn't mess up in the text-to-speech, but we still have the copy of paste of the script in here. So we're removing all this, and here is our full script. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look for Adam. Adam is the voice that you hear in all of these type of videos. You could leave all this stuff because we're actually going to do it in DaVinci Resolve. If you want, you could change the speed, but I'm just going to do it in DaVinci. Personally, I like to just do that better. I think it also may conserve credits, so I'm not exactly sure how this works. So we're going to generate speech. So here we go. Here's our speech. It's a minute long. Perfect. We're going to shorten it because we're going to speed it up. We're going to download, and it goes into our downloads. So we're going to head over to DaVinci. We're going to import this. And there goes our script. It's ready to be edited. Now what we need is some gameplay. So we're gonna go, so we can search up Roblox Dress to Impress gameplay, no copyright. I doubt there's gonna be stuff because it's mostly obbies. Yeah, I don't want to steal these people's videos, so we're just gonna do an obby. Roblox obby, copyright free. This is a more recent one. It's Christmas themed. Oh, here we go. This one looks good. Just a basic parkour. It's 12 minutes and 50 seconds long. We'll chop it up. We only need about a minute of it. This doesn't seem too bad, so we're going to take this. So like I said, I'm going through every single step of the process. I'm sorry if this video is super long, but honestly, it's kind of the point of the video. So to download the videos, there's tons of different ways. There's all these different MP3, MP4 downloaders online. I've used 4K video downloader. I've used Parabolic. I've used converters online. I've used Cobalt tools. Unfortunately, almost all of them don't allow YouTube ads anymore. YouTube's really cracking down on all that stuff. It's called YTDLP, so it's actually available on GitHub. Here you could see this is the download page. You can go ahead and download it. You click on installation here. It'll really tell you everything you need. You could click on Windows x64 here if you have Mac, whatever. I'm not actually gonna click on it because I don't want to show all my files and shit. But if you click on this, it's really simple. It'll take a couple minutes. If you're unable to figure out the guide of making everything work, there's this Reddit post here. I'm gonna link this down below. You guys can check this out. It's a really simple thing. The dude tells you exactly what to do. Shout out to this dude Crimson on Reddit. This is honestly what I followed. So just follow this exactly and you'll be there in no time, ready to download all the videos your little heart desires. So now you have YouTube DLP and we're trying to download the video. So like I said, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna copy the link, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna run command prompt. So we're in command prompt here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna type cd / and then YT. I think it's gonna be YTDL. That's what the dude on Reddit did. I just called mine YTDLP. You're just gonna do it for whatever you called your file, I believe. So you do that. It's gonna bring up this, and then you're gonna do YT-DLP and you're gonna paste your link. What it's gonna do is start downloading the link for you. It'll walk you through it. You don't have to do anything else, but it'll just say how much of it's downloaded, what percent, etc. So you're just gonna sit here for a minute, let it download. Alright, boom. So we're done downloading. That only took 10 minutes because my Wi-Fi's ass, but for you guys it took like 1 second. So now where that file is, if you followed the guide correctly, is it's just going to be in the YTDLP section of your C drive. You're going to locate it, go get it, and you're just going to come here and drop it in, like so. So now you've got your video and you've got your voiceover. Before we start anything else and working on the subtitles, what you're going to do real quick is we want this to be as brain rotted as possible. So we're going to right click on this and we're going to change the clip speed. I usually go to about 140 and now you hear it.
Why does Dress to Impress feel less like a fashion show and more like the Hunger Games?
You can see how fast it is now. You're going to want this to be super brain rotted and fast paced, obviously. So this is good to kind of keep your attention. What I also like to do is I'll click this here, and on the right side you'll have this, the pitch. I like to turn the pitch up to around 6. It just makes it seem a bit faster paced.
Why does Dress to Impress feel less like a fashion show and more like the Hunger Games?
So there you go. Also, what else you're going to do to just keep the thing flowing is you're going to cut out every single space of no audio. You're going to cut out every little pause. How you're going to do that is you could press B on your keyboard, or you could go up here to the blade tool. And you just select that, and you're going to scroll through the whole thing and cut out all the pauses like I'm doing right here. Okay, so we're all done cutting all these out. What we're going to do is just select each and every one, and we're going to delete it. I'm sure there's a better way to do some of these things I'm doing. I'm not a DaVinci Resolve veteran, so don't show up outside my house with pitchforks and torches and get angry because I'm not doing it the most efficient way. Then you're just going to put all these together like so. So here we go. We've got our voiceover
Why
in
does
order.
Dress to Impress feel less like a fashion show and more like the Hunger Games? Like the second the theme drops, everyone turns into fashion-possessed demon.
That's what it sounds like. So real quick, we're gonna kind of scroll through the footage and we're gonna look for something that looks interesting. Maybe one of the more interesting parts of the footage. Any, you know, bright colors or cool jumps or anything like that. This lava at the end is looking pretty interesting. We might have to run this part right here. And guys, don't be too caught up on the little things with this. Like I said, it actually doesn't need to be the best of quality ever. So now we have our more interesting part of the clip. I usually like to do 200% speed on the clip. You're just gonna right click it and go to change clip speed. This is a little bit too short, so we're just gonna move it over and extend this part here, and this is what we're working with right now. I turned the audio off for a second, but you could see dude's making the jumps, gets in the lava portal. So fun, so entertaining. Get the gist. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. We're sitting at 36 seconds right now, which is pretty good. So now we're going to deal with the subtitles. Big shout out to this guy on YouTube that I found. This video was super helpful. What's his name? Tom Maroney. I think that's how you say his name. It's called Auto Subs for DaVinci Resolve. It's 100% free. It's open source, and I believe you get it on GitHub as well. Yes, here you go. So same kind of thing. He lets you know how to do all this as well. You're just gonna do the one-click installer here for Windows, Mac OS, whatever it is. It walks you through. It's super easy. It has a little setup wizard. It takes like 2 minutes to install. Once you install that, you're gonna go back to DaVinci here, and you're gonna go to your workspace. At the bottom, you're gonna have scripts, and auto subs is gonna be right here. So this little window is gonna pop up. You could mess with these settings all you like. I got a lot of RAM and stuff on my computer, and I want to go a bit faster, so I used large turbo thing. Processing speed. These are the rest of my settings. I do dynamic time warping just so it has less edits that I have to make, and these are my subtitle line rules. I'm thinking I actually might change this to 16 characters because I find sometimes I have too many words. So I think we're good here. We're gonna update our settings. So this is the track it's gonna transcribe, which, as you can see here, this is audio 1, so track 1, you're going to select track 1. And then this is the output track where the things will actually be added to. You could add it in the video, you could add it to a new track. I do the new track. In the tutorial that the dude is going to show you, he's going to use Text Plus template. I'm not going to do that because when you watch these rant videos, you could see that they have emojis here in the subtitles. Unfortunately, with Text Plus, it really sucks. For some reason, DaVinci doesn't allow that. That's one of the downsides of using it from CapCut, but again, it's free, so you're saving money. So you're gonna have to manually tweak the subtitles a little bit. It's okay, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. So to get started with the subtitles, you're gonna go to the start of your track 1. You're gonna hit I on the keyboard, and then you're gonna go to the end, and you're gonna hit O. This is basically just telling DaVinci and AutoSubs what subtitles you want to transcribe, what on the timeline you want to render. So you're going to start the transcription. Alright guys, so that took a couple minutes. Now that we're done, if you were watching the tutorial, what he is going to tell you to do is add to timeline, and then you're going to click this button and it's going to actually import all of the subtitles into your timeline. Unfortunately with that, like I mentioned before, we can't do the emojis, which honestly, it seems like it's not a big deal, but it kind of is. Like I said, this caters to a younger audience. Emojis are big for that kind of age group, just as much as it is the fast pace and the gameplay and everything like that. So now that your text is all transcribed, you're going to see here your actual subtitles showing up on the right. This is what we're going to bring in the video right here. What you're going to do is you're going to want to import or export. You're going to export it, and you're going to do an export as an SRT file. You're going to press download SRT here. It's just going to have you rename it. It'll download from your computer, and then you could import it back into DaVinci Resolve. So now that you named your subtitles, you're done with AutoSubs now. So all I did was I came up here to file and I did import media, and then I brought in my subtitles up here. I just named them subtitles just to impress. So you can see here our subtitles are now in the video. Just what you're going to want to do real quick is you're going to want to select all the text here, and we're going to customize the caption. You're going to come down here to the font family and you're going to do TikTok Sans. I downloaded this font online. It's the exact copy of what TikTok uses in videos, and even similarly to what Instagram uses actually, because they both kind of use the same font. This just gives it the feel that it was authentically made on TikTok and not somewhere like DaVinci Resolve on PC. You're going to come over to track as well. You're going to scroll down a bit and there's going to be a stroke. You're going to do a black stroke on the text. You're going to click outside only and you're going to move it to around 12 is usually what I like. If we go full screen here with Control F, you can see this is the exact TikTok font. On this track here too, you're going to scroll down below stroke and you're going to see the position of the subtitles. We're just gonna drag the Y axis and we're gonna move the subtitles up a bit right around here so that you could see them just upper in the middle of the screen. You're gonna leave this middle of the screen for pictures and stuff that pop up when you're editing. Okay, so you got your subtitles sorted. These are the manual things that we're gonna have to mess with the subtitles. As you could see here, this is fine actually, it's not the biggest deal to leave it like this, but when you play it and it goes through, they sync up pretty well, but I don't like how when it's a short word, it only shows the duration of the short word and then it disappears. Like you can see how game disappears. You can see how some of these disappear pretty quickly. So what I do is I just click on them. You have to go full screen until it shows the actual words. There you go. I just click on them and I drag them so that they don't disappear. You can just do this manually for each one. It takes like 30 seconds as I'm doing right now. And kind of gives it a nicer, better feel, and you're actually able to read the last word of the sentences instead of it getting cut off. Okay, so we dragged all of our subtitles. You could also look through real quick. I usually do this just to see where the stuff is kind of sitting. You could see here, I saw one, here we go, fashion possessed demons. You could see it's a bit long up here. Maybe you'd want to edit that, maybe you want to leave it. It just depends, up to you. You want to obviously make sure the words are visible to everyone. So if there's anything that's too long or anything that looks weird, all you gotta do is, like, say you want to access this one right here, you just click on it, sprint into the accessory shop, and you could edit. I'm typing and it shows up here on the captions. That's all you gotta do to kind of get it how you like it. I don't mind these ones though, so I'm gonna leave them how they are. Alright, so this is how we're looking right now.
Bro, why does Dress Fest feel less like a fashion show and more like the Hunger Games? Like the second the theme drops, everyone turns into fashion-possessed demons.
We got a good base going. One thing I forgot to mention, you're going to want to click on this video and you can see how the character's a little bit out of whack here. He's not exactly where he needs to be. You're just going to go click on the video. You're going to hit the right here, the right side, and you're going to mess with the position of X. You're just gonna want to center the dude so that he's not like crooked.
Bro, why does
Just
Western
makes
Wrestling
the
less like a fashion show
video
and more like the
play
Hunger
better.
Games? Like this.
Okay, now we're gonna want some meme pictures with some sound effects. You can see in the other videos I showed you as examples.
Pulling
We've
out normal
got
kid stuff. Tiny cars,
vine
plushies, sparkly
booms,
pencils, and I walk in with a random spoon I grabbed off the counter like
pictures.
Emotional
I don't know why it's so
support
low
pencil.
quality on PC. It looks fine on phone, but you can see I've got laughing sound effects, meme pictures, everything like that. We're going to want to add those next. So really all you got to do for those is just go online. You can go on YouTube and you could search up Vine Boom sound effect. And here you go. No sound, but you know, it's the Vine Boom sound effect. And then to download this, you don't have to waste time with the YouTube DLP thing. That's mostly for videos. You could save time on this and you could go to this website. CNV MP3. It's just cnvmp3.com. Here you'll just paste your link in here. I go to maximum bitrate and I just do to convert for MP3. If you do MP4, it gives you low quality videos. That's why we use the other thing for YouTube DLP. And then you convert. It just goes up here in your downloads and you're good to go. You have whatever sound effect, song, etc. you want. Speaking of song, I forgot to add a song, so we're just gonna do that real quick. So we added this song, Escape by Kilgore Doubtfire. It's a piano cover. Again, you just search it up on YouTube. There you go, our song's good to go. I also speed up the song. Again, you're gonna right click, change clip speed. I go to around 125%. In these videos, you really want the voice to be the star of the show. It's the most relatable kind of point of the video. So don't make the music too loud and make sure your Vine booms aren't bass boosting someone's speakers. Okay, so now next part is we gotta look for meme images and we're almost done this video, man. I know this was a long video explaining it, but when you're actually doing it, it's not that long. It takes me about 20-30 minutes max to make one of these. So we're gonna head over to Pinterest. Pinterest is really good for these meme kind of reaction images, and that's exactly what you're going to search up. Whatever you want to find, you're going to put in a keyword or, you know, whatever you're looking for, and then you're going to put reaction pic after it. So here we're talking about the Hunger Games on the script, so maybe we could find, you just got to test it out. So I'm just going to go the Hunger Games reaction pics and see if we can find anything funny. There's not too much here, so we might have to look for something else. So an idea I had is they do say dress to impress. We're gonna see if there's any funny dress to impress reaction pic. So something like this here isn't too bad. We could take something like this. It's, you know, mildly funny. It doesn't have to be absolutely knee-slappingly hilarious, but it's just gonna flash on screen for a second and you're gonna put the Vine Boom sound effect. So you're gonna download this image off Pinterest. It's gonna go into your downloads. You're gonna go back to DaVinci and you're gonna import it real quick. So we got it in. For some reason, Pinterest, I think it's some weird setting, it saves all the files as .jfif. In your PC, you could just click on the name of the file once it's like in your file directory, and you could just name the end to .jpeg. It works perfectly fine. You're not doing anything by changing the file extension. It's just a quicker and easier way to convert it to JPEG. So here he says dress to impress. You're gonna find the picture. Once you get the picture in order, you're gonna hit this in the bottom left here and you're just gonna shrink this down to kind of fit in the area of being able to see it in the video. And move your Vine Boom up a little bit, make it sync up. And this is what you're gonna have.
Bro, why does dress to impress feel less like a fashion show and more like the Hunger Games?
And what I usually like to do is if you zoom in here, if you go to the top right, you just drag this a bit, it kind of gives a fade out
Like
transition. I just like how it looks. It looks a bit smoother and nicer. They say Hunger Games too. Really, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna literally search up Hunger Games and just put a poster of the Hunger Games or Katniss or something. We'll do something like this. This is a good one. I changed the picture I chose because I had a really weird file extension. I imported it. I did the same little fade right here, and all I'm gonna do is Control C, Control V my Vine Boom so I don't have to re-drag it in. Alright, so this is what we're working with now.
Bro, why does dress to impress feel less like a fashion show and more like the Hunger Games? Like the second the theme drop.
I know it seems like super close together and a bit much, but again, we need this to be brain rotted, fast paced, whatever. We need to keep viewer retention in order to get good analytics to get our videos pushed out to the YouTube algorithm, according to my research at least. We're gonna keep it pushing, see what else they say.
Everyone turns into fashion-possessed demon.
Fashion possessed demons. Boom. We're gonna go head over to Pinterest. You know the deal. Okay. I kind of want to do this because this is pretty funny, but I'm scared because it's kind of, is this inappropriate? I think we might just have to go with the LeBron here. There's not too much. Like, we just need something shocking to make people laugh. I think we're gonna have to hit the LeBron, sneaky LeBron. Alright, so we got the LeBron in. We're just, once again, you know the drill. We're gonna sync it up to, and we're gonna add our little signature fade. And there we go. So considering this video is already gonna be insanely long, I'm not gonna do the entire process for this. You guys get the point. You're going to go through, you're going to look at the words, you're going to find a silly image to go with it, you're going to sync it up with a classic Vine boom, and maybe you'll add some sound effects under them. I'll show you what my finished product looks like when I'm done, just before we upload the video. Alright, I finally finished adding all the reaction pictures and memes and shit like that, and you just have one final step. I'll show you guys everything when we're done, but the last step is you really just want to add emojis, randomly sprinkle them throughout these subtitles. I have them on a dock right here, actually. Yeah, you're just literally gonna want to copy paste, and you're just gonna do like this. For example, what you could do is you could resize this caption like that, just to make the text fit. So yeah, you're just gonna want to do that randomly, literally throughout the whole video. I have a bunch of them. I have like the skull emoji, the laughing emoji, the dying rose emoji. They're all kind of popular emojis, and you're just gonna randomly click on these. Basically, it doesn't even matter where you put them, and you're just gonna sprinkle them in. So when I'm done that, we're gonna get to the very final step, is making a thumbnail. You're just gonna plug something into ChatGPT real quick. You can edit it if you like, if you have Photoshop or something like that, but if you don't want to, I'll show you how to optimize it so you could actually set the thumbnail on shorts, and then we're gonna be good to go. Alright guys, so we're back. We sprinkled the random emojis all throughout the video here. We're on the last step. All we gotta do is make a thumbnail. As you remember before, we plugged this in the ChatGPT. It gave us an idea, a title, everything like that. Here's my script in this doc here. All we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to ChatGPT, and we're gonna copy and paste this in. This is just something I wrote. I literally just said, generate me a clickbait thumbnail for a viral Roblox YouTube short titled whatever. It just says the short is about the Roblox game blank. Make sure it's in vertical resolution so it fits the dimensions of a standard YouTube Shorts thumbnail and includes Roblox visual element. So all you're gonna do is take out this, and you're gonna swap it out for the title of our idea, which is this. The short is about the Roblox game Dress to Impress. We're gonna hit ChatGPT with that. It's gonna generate this real quick, and I'll be back. Alright, so the ChatGPT generation just finished. It wasn't working for a second because I had to log in, but I logged in, and here's our beautiful thumbnail that we worked really hard on. So we're gonna download it. So we downloaded it. We're gonna head back to DaVinci, and we're gonna import it real quick. Okay, so now that it's in DaVinci, we're gonna drag it in. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to put it to the end of the video. To actually upload custom thumbnails onto shorts, you need to upload from your phone. I don't think it's possible on PC to do it, and this is the method to actually be able to do it. So we're going to zoom in real close, because what we need to do is make sure that this thumbnail is only 2 frames, because it actually needs to be in the video, but we need to make it short enough that people aren't able to actually see it. The way we check that is we're going to make it super tiny like this. And if you use your arrow keys on your keyboard, it'll tell you how many frames one thing is. So here you go. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 frames. So we're going to reduce it by half. And now you're going to see 1, 2, it's 2 frames. It needs to be a minimum of 2 frames so that you could actually select it in the YouTube player. But here you go. You can see we got 2 frames. We're just going to edit this a little bit and make it fit better in the thing so that we could see all the words. Shrink it down like that, and then we could stretch it. Perfect. And this is what we got for our thumbnail. Alright, so that's the finished product. I'm actually not going to show the entire reel because I'm kind of scared about, I know if you repost content on YouTube, it could mess stuff up, but here's what we have.
Then the judges look at you like you walked on stage wearing expired yogurt. Fun fact, people will literally sabotage the dressing room mirrors just by standing there menacingly. Like, move! I'm trying to see if my character looks slay or like a tax accountant. Then judging starts, and suddenly everyone is silent. You're praying the random...
Anyways, again, you guys get the gist of it. That's what we got so far, and you can see near the end of the video, this will flash for literally 2 frames, and then it'll hit you right back to the start when it replays, and you won't even notice it. We're going to export our video now. We're going to head over to deliver. We're going to name this. So I'm naming it this. You're going to check off export video. For format, I just always do MP4 and H.264. We're not gonna touch any of this. I just do quality preset. If we go down to subtitles, we're gonna export the subtitles because we want them to appear in our video. And rather than format, we're gonna do burn into video so it actually appears in the video. We're gonna add this to render queue. We're gonna render it, and then we're gonna hit the next step. What's good, guys? I'm actually just doing a quick voiceover right now. This is a video that I took from my phone, a screen recording of actually showing how to set the 2-frame thumbnail that we put at the end of the video. If you're wondering how to get the video from your PC to your phone, if you're not already editing on your phone, I just uploaded it to Google Drive, and then you just go on Google Drive on your phone and download it to your camera roll. Go on YouTube, you hit upload, and you're gonna see the video in your camera roll. You're just gonna select it. There's a couple of pages of settings and stuff that you can go through. You could tweak those if you want. But this screen that you're on right now, the very last screen you get to before you actually publish the video, is where you set your title and things like that. You're just gonna hit the little pencil in the top left where the thumbnail is, and you're gonna scroll the slider at the bottom all the way to the right to select our custom thumbnail that we put there. You're just gonna hit done, and you got your thumbnail. Alright, so that's it. We uploaded our first short. Now we just sit back and hopefully print millions of dollars. If you guys are still here after this abysmally long video, I just want to say thanks for watching it all the way through. Hope you learned something if you're not too experienced with this type of stuff. In episode 2, which is coming soon, I'm going to update you guys on how this short went, and we're going to make another one. It's not going to be nearly as long as this video because I already went through the whole process. This video will kind of be a base for this entire method until we're on to the next method, whenever that is. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll tap in with all you guys in the next video. Later.